What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Scotty. I just decided to come in and just talk to you guys for a few minutes. I'm not gonna be live for too long. I'm just on here, talking to you guys. I haven't really done any videos in almost a week now. Most of you already know, but in case some of you did not know, um, a week ago today, my cousin, who is basically an uncle to me because he's my mom's first cousin. They're two sisters' kids. They're two sisters' kids, so they're first cousins or whatnot, and they were very close, like sister and brother. And he's considered my uncle. Um, he was diagnosed with throat cancer last year or whatever, and I didn't necessarily know how severe, I didn't know the severity of the situation at the time. I really did not know. I really wasn't really, I didn't know the severity of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what stage he was in or anything like that. All I knew was that he had throat cancer, and all I knew was that he would be okay. Because I try not to be a pessimistic person. I always try to see the positive in every situation, even if it looks as though there's not much faith to be had in a situation. I still try to see the good in every situation. You know what I mean? I really do try to see the good in everything. So it really didn't. It really did not bother me much because I'm like, oh, he's gonna be fine. Like, he gonna fight it. He's strong enough to beat it. You know what I mean? So that's what I was. That's where I was at with it. Um. So back in March, my mother told me that he was coming down south. Because he was in Pennsylvania. My mother told me he was coming down south, and I was like, okay. But I wasn't aware of how sick he was. So, um, so she told me he had like 6 months to a year to live. And I was like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. You know what I mean? Like, 6 months to a year, that's pretty soon. And she said that she felt like he was coming back down south to pass on. So when she said that, I was like, please don't say that, because one of my uncles on my dad's side, he did the same thing. He left Florida. He wasn't supposed to be traveling or nothing like that. But he came to Mississippi, and maybe lived for maybe 2.5 months, and then he passed on. So that's what my uncle did back in 2018. So he came down. He stayed with us. He wound up in hospice. I remember when he first came, like, he couldn't really, like, he could talk, but he had like a tube in his throat, so he couldn't talk as much, but he could talk. He could still do for himself. He could still take showers by himself, go to the bathroom by himself, all of that other stuff. And so I left and went to Detroit. As you guys know, I flew out to Detroit, and I came back, and he could not talk anymore. So anytime he would try to, anytime he would be, um, what word am I looking for? Anytime he would try to talk, he would have to write it down on a sheet of paper, pretty much. That's what he would have to do. Like, he couldn't really speak anymore, period. Now, he could still, like, go to the bathroom, take a shower by himself, but talking, it just wasn't happening anymore. And then after a while, he kind of pretty much started to decline as time went on. Like, he started losing a lot of weight. His face started sinking in. It just was a lot. So even while I was here doing my lives with you guys and doing the panel with you guys, doing Boys Night Out with you guys, from the months of March, April, and now May, he was right in the other room in the den, just slipping away. every day. Doing my panels and doing the prelude and stuff like that would take my mind off of it. Because I spent a lot of time in my room. I don't like to see people sick. It's never been my thing. Like I don't like seeing people sick. Um, when my aunt Bertha passed in 2005, no, 2006, I never went to the hospital to go see her. And I was a teenager then. I was probably like 16, no, 17 when she passed. And um, I never went to go see her in the hospital because I never wanted to. Like, that's not my thing. I don't like going to see people when they're sick. And then my other aunt who passed about 4 years ago, she was in a nursing home sick and she winded up having like one eye, and I just refused to go see her. That wasn't my thing. I didn't want to see her like that. So, in this situation with my uncle, I was forced to see it because he was living with me. So every day I see him slipping away every single day. So it was a whole lot for me to see and stuff. So I want to say, last week, Monday night, I came in the room. I was walking by. He was wide awake. It was like 12:30 in the morning. And if I'm not mistaken, I was talking to Brandon, aka Bubs to God, on the phone around that time. And it was like, okay, I see that he's wide awake. So I'm like, okay, why is he up? You know what I mean? Because normally he don't be up that late. Around 12:30, he's knocked out. Like he is asleep around 12:30. And I asked him, I was like, are you okay? Because he can't talk, he nodded. He nodded, yeah. I said, do you need anything? He shook his head and he was like, no. And so I was like, okay, then. I'm thinking he just up watching TV. And so I went in the kitchen, got me something to drink, and then as I walked back through the den, I said, well, good night. And he nodded, good night, and I went in my room. That was 12:30 in the morning. At 8:30, I got the news that he had passed on. And I was pretty numb at first. Just like they told me that he died, and I guess I just wasn't believing it because I had just spoken to him like hours ago, so it wasn't believable to me. Like I just spoke to him before I went to bed last night. So it wasn't believable to me at all. So even in that situation, I was just calling people to tell them what was going on. Calling family members, letting them know what's going on, just being calm about it. But as family started rushing over to my house and they were emotional, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. So the funeral home people came to get his body and stuff, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. So I decided that I'm gonna go to work because I had been off the entire weekend because Jamar and I were supposed to go to Dallas that weekend because we were hosting the Grind Dallas reunion, but that got canceled. So I wound up staying at home, and we didn't get to go into Dallas at all and go see Josiah or anything like that. So because of that, I wound up staying at home, and I'm kind of thankful that I did stay at home that weekend now because that was the last weekend he lived, and all of that. So I was happy in the sense that even though I was disappointed that the hosting gig that got canceled for me and Jamar, I was still, in hindsight, I was like, maybe it wasn't in the cards for me to go, and maybe I had to stay because he was leaving me. So once everybody was coming over, the funeral home coming over to get his body, everybody's so emotional. I'm the only one that's not emotional. I'm like, I gotta go to work. I gotta get out of here. My first mind was to call into work and not go, But when I saw everybody being all emotional, my mama all emotional, my little brother's trying to comfort her, I'm like, well, my brother is here, so um he'll look after her while I'm gone. And I told my mom, I said, listen, I'm about to go to work. And listen, I won't be at work all day. If you need me to come back home, just call my job and they will send me back home. So she said, okay. So I left. I couldn't be around it. I'm not an emotional person at all. Like, I'm not good at emotion. I don't deal with emotions too much. Like, emotions is not my forte. It's not something that I'm good at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not good with emotion at all. I don't even cry much. So I got in the car and I was heading on to work. As I'm driving, um, because my iPhone is on shuffle. As I'm driving, the song by Puff Daddy comes on. The song that he did with Faith Evans and 112, I'll Be Missing You. That song come on. And I lose it in the car, headed to work. I cried and broke down the entire trip to work. When I got out the car and I made it to work, I was still crying. I could not stop crying. I got in, I clocked into my job, and then next thing you know, 20 minutes later, they sent me right back home. So it was a waste of a trip. Because, I live like 20 minutes away from my job, but they sent me right on back home. They said, you can't be working like this. Like, your mental has to be in order for you to be able to function. You can't function without this going on. Just like your uncle, like maybe an hour or two ago, you shouldn't even be here. So just go on back home, get yourself together, get your mind right, and then if you feel up to it tomorrow, come back tomorrow. And I was like, okay, you know. So when I got home, family was still over. I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. And after that, I went in the house and I laid down and I just stayed in bed all day. That was on Tuesday. I knew the next day Jamar and I had to do an interview with Hershey from Chasing LA. And I wasn't up to it. I wasn't up to it at all. I did not want to do it, period. I was like, I'll just control it from backstage and I'll let Jamar handle the interview because I'm not in the place to do it at all. But Jamar was like, no, 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 no. Let's just come and pull it together and do this interview or whatever. So he said, you don't have to worry about coming up with questions for it. I'll come up with the questions for everything. I'll come up with all the questions. You don't have to do nothing but just show up. That's all you have to do. I have the script written for the both of us. You don't have to worry about doing nothing but coming and showing up. That's all. Which was a big help to me because I didn't have it. I wasn't there. So Jamar came up with all the questions that we asked and everything. Because normally, how we do our interviews, he and I come together, come up with questions together, put it, send it to the other, and that's it. We do everything together when it comes down to our interviews. But this particular time, it wasn't. We didn't do it like that because I was grieving, and so he did it on his own because we didn't even promote the interview until the night before. Not even the night before, the day of, pretty much, because my uncle passed away the day before the interview. So my mood was completely down when we did that interview. But Hershey's positive energy kind of boosted me up alongside the alcohol. That kind of boosted up my spirits a little bit. So I was like, okay, cool, boom, whatever. So I got through that interview, and the very next day, Growing Up Hip Hop came on. And I watched, I tried to film a review for it, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. I just couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. I could not do it. I was like, I can't, cause I was still like in my emotional bag. I'm still crying and shit every time I think about it. And I think the biggest thing about the situation was number one, he passed on at my house, right, not too far from my bedroom. He passed away in his hospital bed in my den. Number two, um, I was the last person he spoke to before he passed on. So I think that's why it hit me so hard. You know what I'm saying? So when I tried to film that growing up hip hop review and I couldn't do it, I was like, you know what? I need to take a break. Ain't even no sense in me. Cause I was still gonna try to push through for y'all or whatever. I was still gonna try to push through for you guys and still try to put out content regardless of my mood. And I could have easily just continued to push it out for money aspects, but it ain't about the money for me. It ain't like I ain't got no job. I mean, it ain't about the money. And y'all know for a fact I don't get on here and beg and ask for money and all of this other shit. Like I barely even post my Cash App on my damn videos. And half the time I put my Cash App up is because everybody that I know that's on YouTube say, put your Cash App up there, put your Cash App up there, put your Cash App. I never ask for them. Never ask for them. I'm not big on asking for Cash Apps. I'm not. I've never been that person. I never like to ask for anything. I never do that. So, like I said, if it comes across the screen, sometimes it just does, cause like I say, most of the people that I'm cool with on YouTube, they always say put your Cash App up or whatever. But I don't do it often, and even when I do it, I don't be expecting anything, cause I don't care. Either way, either you do it or you don't. So I don't really do that, but um. That's why I've been on break. That's why I haven't posted any videos. That's why I haven't done none of that. We had his wake, I think a family hour Sunday, and then yesterday was his funeral. And I was talking to Josiah last night on the phone because we was discussing boys' night out. And at first, the plan was for me to come back and just throw myself into all these videos that I missed. Because I was going to do my review on growing up hip hop. I was going to go into the blogs and see everything I missed and just try to put out at least 4 or 5 videos today. Plus, do that mental health panel tonight or whatever with Layla Lynn and Erica Dinero and all of these other people. But I was like, you know what, bruh? I don't want to overwork myself like that. I still need some time, but I don't want to be gone from my people for way too long like that. So I'm gonna gradually come back. And I decided to go live this morning to inform you guys of that. I'm not just gonna throw myself back in and just push out a bunch of videos at one time. I'm gonna gradually get back into the groove because I really ain't did no videos since the last video I did was a live, and that was with Jamar and Hershey. So I said I gradually come back. The first official video I do would probably be the mental health panel with Bundy, Erica De Niro, Yarel, Contrary Canary, Chocolate Beauty, Layla Lean, Kempire, all the people that I had on on my colorism. Brooke Ashley won't be able to do it. She already explained her reasoning for it, and I totally understood that. So, I'm gonna basically come back on that. And then tomorrow is me and Jamar's interview with Quan the poet. And then after that, we have Boys Night Out. So, and I have Growing Up Hip Hop to do on Thursday too. So it's like, I'm gonna come back I'm gonna slowly but surely come back because I needed this time away. Um, I needed to clear my mind. I needed to do all of that stuff. I will say that I'm probably like 85% back to myself, pretty much. 85% back, you know. Um, I would say that um, there have been certain, like, I really appreciate the people that are close to me on YouTube that have reached out. Like Jamar has been there every step of the way. So has Josiah. So has Terrence. You know, Ebby, Ebby YB cast me out. Justice League, they gave me kind words of encouragement. Bundy Blue, Nisi, Jamie, Yarel, of course, Erica, um, so many people to thank. Erica, the Brooke Ashley, Contrary Canary, Chocolate Beauty, the Kempire, Layla Lynn, even Monica from All About the Tea. I was very surprised when she reached out. Like I'm like, damn, All About the Tea reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? So if she's watching me right now, I want to thank you, Monica, for reaching out to me. I really appreciate your condolences. You know what I'm saying? I really do. There was a lot of YouTubers that they reached out to me during this difficult time, but I called out the people that I could remember off the bat. Um, so yeah, um, I'm just letting you guys know that I'll be back tonight with the not colorism panel, the black, not shit, the mental health panel. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back. I'll be back for that with my peoples. And yeah. Um, oh, I forgot. Sakina definitely reached out too. I love Sakina. She reached out. Yeah. So I'm very thankful for those that reached out to me. I'm thankful for those that gave me some encouraging words and everything else. Like I'm very much so appreciative of that. Even my team, Scotty people, they all reached out. Some people sent me DMs. Some people just merely wrote on my Instagram page or on my community while I read every single comment. Even though I didn't comment or, heart the comment, I read every single one. And trust me, it was seen, and I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate every single word that y'all gave me during this time. Definitely. I'm not sure. Hold on, you guys. I got a text message for whatever reason. But and another thing, I definitely appreciate you guys sticking there with me during this break of mine because y'all know since last year I've been very much gun ho on um being consistent, but I had to take some time to myself. So I hope that's understood. I had to take some time to myself and get my mind right because I couldn't be getting up there in front of y'all trying to do no damn videos and my mind wasn't there. Because if y'all would have got that growing up hip hop video, y'all would have been very disappointed because that video was just not the business. That's why y'all did not get it. I stopped that video. I couldn't even get past 4 minutes of that video. 4 minutes. I had to stop. So, like I said, make sure you guys tune in to the mental health panel. It is going to feature myself, Layla Lynn, Erica De Niro, Bundy Blue, Yarel, Contrary Canary, Chocolate Beauty, Nikki Star, and a host of others. Be sure to tune in to that. Um, and before I go, I guess I'll show my face before I go. So here I go. Here I go. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for their positive energy and everything like that. I definitely appreciate it all. And it gets no better than Team Scotty. You know what I'm saying? It gets no better. So after this, I'm just gonna um, lay down a little bit, get me some rest, much needed rest, and all of this other stuff. I hope I hope that this mental health panel does not um Terrence, Terrence, do you want to come on for a second before I leave? Let me know now. Um, I hope this mental health panel does not trigger me in any way tonight. I hope that it doesn't. Um, but yeah, but yeah, yeah. So that's coming up. That's tonight at 9/8 Central Time. If you haven't, um, if you haven't set your reminders. The link to it is on my community wall. Um, the prelude is tomorrow. I understand, Terrence. Me and Jamar are interviewing Quan the poet tomorrow from Chasing LA, and then Friday night is Boys Night Out. I have a special because Jamar won't be able to do Boys Night Out Friday night. As far as I know, everybody else is able to do it, but because Jamar gonna be out of town. So if you guys don't know, it's now five of us on Boys Night Out now. It's me, Terrence, Josiah, Jamar, and Maddie. It's five of us on Boys Night Out now. I'm very excited about it. Um, I'm very excited about Boys Night Out. I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm just gonna give them their flowers too before I go. The reason being that I decided to do Boys Night Out is because I wanted to do something with just all males, gay males at that, all males. Um, because I think that we all have some kind of friendship with each other, and I think that's what makes it work. Because I'm very close to Terrence, Jamar, Josiah. Um, Terrence and Josiah are getting to know Jamar and Maddie, and Jamar and Maddie are close friends, and me and Maddie are getting to know each other too. So me and Maddie are getting to know each other because we both have Jamar as a best friend. So it works. Everybody's friendly with each other. It works. Everybody's cool with each other. So it works out for the best. Everybody's friends with each other some kind of way. So that's why it works that way. So you know, so it's the five of us now. Maddie is a permanent panelist on Boys Night Out. Um, like I said, Jamar won't be able to do it Friday because he'll be out of town. But Stingy Curry will be a special guest panelist in Jamar's absence. He actually been on live with me before. He called in one time and everybody was talking about how cute he was. And he is kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? He is. One of the reasons why I asked him to do it because you have he cute to look at. He got this energy about him that's really nice, and I think he's watched the show before, so he knows what it's about. Me and Jamar, not Jamar, me and Josiah was on FaceTime last night talking about ways to spruce it up a little bit, because we just starting. So I think, look at Terrence, he said he's so fine. Okay, so you know who Stingy Curry is. Okay, well, don't get your panties too wet while we up there Friday. So, he'll be up there as a guest panelist. At first it's supposed to be House of Aaron. I've reached out to him, but I haven't heard from him yet. So I just went on and got with Stingy Curry or whatever, and he was ready to do it because I reached out to Stingy Curry when we first started doing Boys Night Out because I think Terrence was like, "Do y'all want to have like guest panelists here from time to time?" And like the people that agreed was Stingy Curry, House of Aaron, King Kane from Chasing Dallas. Um, I think Hershey LaCour even said he'll come as a guest panelist if we want him to at any given moment. So there are people that want to come on and be guest panelists and stuff like that on our show. I think that Boys Night Out is gonna be good. We're still growing. You know what I mean? Because we're all kind of smaller YouTubers with small audiences, so it's gonna take some time for it to grow. But I think the more we do it, the better it will become. Long as you guys support us, because I really, and I just want to say this, I really want you guys to support Boys Night Out the same way y'all support the Whether You Like It or Not panel, the same way y'all support the Ladies Night panel. I want you guys to continue. I want you guys to show us guys some love too. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to give us give us that same love. You know what I mean? Because I think I think we entertaining too. You know what I'm saying? I think we entertaining too. I mean, because I do watch Bundy's. I ain't gonna say Bundy's panel. I do watch the Ladies' Night panel. I watched it while I was, in mourning. Last week I watched it, and they gave me a whole lot of laughs. You know what I mean? So definitely support them as well. But like I was saying, I do want you guys to support Boys Night Out. The same way y'all support my other panels, because it has the potential to be a good little, cute little show for us. You know what I'm saying? Cute little show. For for people, for gay guys and shit like that. So we have a good time on Boys Night Out. Most definitely have a good time. Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. So So yeah, like I said, my mental health panel will be later tonight at 9, 8 Central. Like I said, it features Erica De Niro TV. It features Yaril. It features Bundy Blue. It features Contrary Canary. It features Nikki Star, The Kempire, Chocolate Beauty 81, and Layla Lynn. All the heavyweights, bitch. All the heavyweights, okay? So, you know. No, Joshua, you talking about my cousin. No. I'm not adding my cousin to Boys Night Out because he's not going to be consistent. So that would be a waste of time adding him to Boys Night Out. Like whenever I want him to come on the panel here and there, that's the way it'll be. But having him permanently on anything would be a waste of my time and yours because he won't be able to do it consistently. So yeah. I know y'all like Reggie. I know y'all love him a whole lot, but he ain't gonna be consistent. He already told y'all that, so I'm not adding him permanently to nothing I'm doing because he ain't gonna be consistent. So like if I need him to be like a guest on Boys Night Out or something like that, I let him come on and do that. But um, he ain't gonna be consistent. Yeah, he's as a matter of fact, he's actually in town right now. He actually came to my house last night. What's going on, ZT? Yeah, I think that is ZT. I remember ZT from way back when. I remember him from being who was it? I remember him way back in 2016. I remember him most definitely. He was hilarious. Rodney DeVoice. Yes, I would love for Rodney DeVoice to be a guest on Boys Night Out. He would be great. But it's solely up to him, honestly. Y'all know that I love Rodney DeVoice. Y'all know that I fucks with him, and he knows that I fuck with him too. And he followed me on Instagram now, so we cool. Like I said, I would love for him to be a part of it in some kind of way. In anything that I do, I would want him to be a part of it. I don't know if Rodney DeVoice is the type of person that likes to do panels, though. That's the thing, because somebody said that he said he's not like a panel type of person. And I know you guys be like, y'all be throwing him on me, but I don't want to force him to do it, though. You know what I mean? But the door is always open. Y'all gotta get him to do it. I don't want to force it. You know what I mean? But y'all do know that I respect him and his work because I'm a big fan of Rodney, most definitely. Thank y'all for the love. Yeah, that's my cousin. Very hilarious. Very, very hilarious. We don't always get along, but you just don't see it. Are we gonna talk about? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it on Boys Night Out, definitely. Me and Josiah was talking about that last night. Yeah, check Ronnie out. Ronnie recently just hit 20K subs the other day. So y'all should check him out. He's very hilarious to me. Like he's very hilarious. And I think he's an Aquarius like me too. So, that pretty much works. So yeah, you know. Hey Josiah, I see two of my good friends up in, two of my good friends up in here, Chance and Josiah there. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna like yeah, like I think yeah, so we yeah, me and Josiah talked about like some of the stuff that we'll be talking about and stuff like that. But we could probably talk more about it tomorrow. I think me and Josiah said last night we'll try to finalize everything for the show Wednesday night. Terrence, if you're not at work, we'll call you or something like that. But but yeah, y'all, I just want to thank everybody for their support, everybody for their condolences and stuff like that. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Um, yeah, just want to thank you guys for that. Um, be on, like I said, I already told y'all about the mental health panel. I said something about that like 3, 4 times already. Be on the lookout for tomorrow. Me and Jamar will be doing the prelude tomorrow. We will be interviewing Quan the poet tomorrow at 9, 8 Central. And Friday is Boys Night Out featuring myself, Terrence, Josiah, Maddie, and because Jamar will be out of town, Stingy Kareem will be a guest panelist on Boys Night Out Friday. Like I said though, y'all, let me just say this before I go one more time. Support Boys Night Out. Support Boys Night Out. Support Boys Night Out. Okay? Support it. Support it. Support it. That's all I'm saying. Give us a shot. Support it. You know what I mean? Because listen, like I said, we are a dynamic group of 5 people. We're all really friends. And, it works. Just support Boys Night Out. Listen, I'm very passionate about this. Okay? Um, I'm very passionate about Boys Night Out. The same way I was passionate about the whether you like it or not panel. I'm passionate. I'm even more passionate about Boys Night Out than I am about the whether you like it or not panel, to be honest. I'm very passionate about Boys Night Out. I really want this to be a thing. I really want you guys to help us grow, make it grow, send the word out, do whatever you need to. Because I think that we are a dynamic group of guys. Everybody has different personalities. I would say that Jamar and Josiah are on the same wavelength as far as personalities are concerned. Josiah and Jamar are very laid back, while Terrence and Maddie are outlandish and outgoing, whereas I'm a mixture of being outlandish and outgoing and laid back all at the same time. So it works. It works. Or whatever. So like I said, let me see. I hope it does. Like I have really high hopes for Boys Night Out. I think it's gonna be a good show. I really do. Like the numbers are okay now. We only have 2 episodes, and the third is gonna be Friday. So I think it's gonna be the numbers are okay now, but I expect it to be just okay because we just starting. We're all smaller YouTubers, you know what I mean. So it's gonna take some time, but I just want everybody to support it and help it grow. That's all because I want this to be a big thing, you know. So and the last episode that we did 2 weeks ago was like fire. And Maddie was only supposed to be a guest. Like Jamar asked us, would it be okay? Hold on. Did you see my comments, guys? Just I did. I honestly didn't see it really be. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your kind words as well that you've given me over the last few days in regards to my uncle passing. So yeah, I appreciate it. My bad. Maddie was just supposed to be a guest. And cause Jamar asked us like, do y'all mind if Maddie come on the show? We were like, yeah, let him come on, good. But we didn't know how well the chemistry was gonna be. Cause I've always wanted to work with Maddie on something. But when he got on there and everybody was like, Maddie should be added on. Maddie should be added on. And I said to myself, hmm, they're right. He should. And so I asked Maddie would he want to come on permanently, and he said, yeah. So I added him to our little group message, and I was like, welcome the latest and last permanent member of the Boys Night Out panel, and we kiki, we have a great time, we're getting to know each other, and it's all gravy. Okay, it's all gravy. So that's gonna be the last. It's only gonna be 5 of us, 5 main panelists, just 5. I don't want to do panels with so many people anymore. I think after the mental health panel, I'm gonna try not to have a panel with so many people at one time because when you try to do that, it's hard to maneuver through it. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. Um, So yeah, the boys' night panel stars myself, Josiah, Jamar, Terrence, and Maddie. It's us 5, and I think it's gonna be good. One more thing before I go, like I told you guys with boys' night out, we will have like guest panelists here and there. Like I told you guys, House of Aaron was one, Sandra Curry was another one, Kane was another one. Who else? Brandon Bubs the God was another one. Of course, he agreed to do it. Just a lot of different um, gay males in YouTube land that will be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be good. I think we're gonna have a good show. It's like a gay The View or something like that. Like we have our fuck Mary Kill game. We have our hot topics. We talk about LGBT web series shows. We have a real life topic that we discuss to close it all out. Like that's the way our show flows. We laugh, we gag, we talk about real shit all at the same time. Y'all gotta understand. I love Boys Night Out, y'all. It's only been 2 episodes, and I'm very passionate about this. I really want this to be something. So, like I said, just support us. Just support us, and just make it do what it do with us. You know what I mean? Just support it and keep it moving. We appreciate the support. Like I said, it's starting off decently, but we're hoping for more, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So shout out to everybody again. Shout out to everybody. All the other YouTubers that reached out to me. My Team Scotty family that have lifted me in prayers for the last couple of days. I want to thank everybody for all of that. I'm officially back today. Like I said, I'm gradually coming back. Um, I'm not gonna be putting out that many videos at one time like normal, but I'm gradually making my way back, just gradually. I'm not coming back head first, but gradually coming on back in. Um, the first official video will be the mental health panel later. So later on today. So like I said, I'm gradually bringing my ass back around. You know, but I'm back. Okay. So with that being said, I am out of here. Okay, you guys. Like I said, be sure to be on the lookout for the mental health panel tonight, the prelude tomorrow, Growing Up Hip Hop review, and Chasing LA review Thursday. I haven't made up my mind on whether or not I want to review Baddies ATL. I have to watch the second episode to really make up my mind. And Boys Night Out Friday night. So be sure to be on the lookout for all of those things. And that's it. Okay, you guys. So I'm out of here until tonight. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.